Between the summers of 1976 and 1977, a young man named David Berkowitz terrorized New York as he indiscriminately gunned down innocent young people in their cars. He went by the name Son of Sam, claiming that Satan had possessed his neighbor Sam's dog and was sending him messages to kill. This is episode 1 of our serial killer series, David Berkowitz. Armed with a revolver, Berkowitz stalked Queens and the Bronx, searching for unsuspecting youths to shoot while hiding from a distance. He killed 6 people and wounded 7 more, all while leaving cryptic messages with the police. Richard David Falco was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1953. His parents were unwed, and after separating shortly after his birth, they put him up for adoption. He was taken in by the Berkowitz family and was renamed David Berkowitz. Even as a child, it was obvious to those around Berkowitz that he had violent tendencies. He was caught thieving, destroying property, killing animals, and setting fires. As he grew older, Berkowitz lamented his lack of social life and his inability to get a girlfriend. "Sex, I believe, is the answer, the way to happiness," he said once. And he felt he was being unfairly denied this key to happiness, when at the age of 14 his adoptive mother died and his adoptive father remarried. Tensions in the family grew strained, especially as Berkowitz and his stepmother did not get along. The elder Berkowitz and his new wife eventually became exhausted with his son's emotional problems and moved to Florida. In 1974, 2 years before the Son of Sam killings began, David Berkowitz returned from a failed 3-year military stint in South Korea. During that time, he had a sexual encounter with a prostitute and caught a venereal disease. This would be his first and last romantic tryst. The 21-year-old Berkowitz then moved into a small apartment in Yonkers, New York. Alone and still dealing with those emotions relating to his adoption and the death of his adoptive mother, Berkowitz grew despondent, lonely, and most of all, angry. The following year, Berkowitz found out that his birth mother, who he believed had died in childbirth, was still alive. However, upon meeting her, she seemed somewhat distant and disinterested. This supplemented a growing belief in Berkowitz that he was unwanted not just by his own mother, but by all women, and so he lashed out. By Christmas Eve 1975, something inside David Berkowitz had snapped. According to his own account to police later, he followed 2 teenage girls on the street and stabbed them from behind with a hunting knife. Both survived, but neither could identify their attacker. Unfortunately, this violent outburst was only the beginning. This is the end of part 1 of David Berkowitz. Make sure to stick around for part 2.